trying to make a meal here. I got this kettle for 15 bucks, which is now boiling. It has taken 11% of my battery to boil because it sucks 1500 watts, but this thing can only push out 600 before it overloads or whatever. So it's just a matter of testing out stuff and seeing what is the best solution for cooking. If I want to do more stealth, I can at least cook inside my vehicle with that. It'll take 10% of my power. And if I find a plug like this, I could just plug it in and it would cook a lot faster. But I want to test it against this, see how fast it cooks. All right, so I've done the unthinkable. I'm trying to cook my Brussels sprouts in a kettle. We'll see if this works. So the noodles are all perfectly cooked, which I knew they would be, but the Brussels sprouts are not. So I'm starving for some greens, so we're gonna try this out. So we've got Asian noodles with a soy sauce and peanuts, and our Brussels sprouts are starting to cook. This thing's actually really fast when you plug it directly into a plug, because it's using 1500 watts. Let us know, do you think these Brussels sprouts are going to be cooked? You can eat Brussels sprouts raw, a little bit rough on your stomach, like if you were to eat raw broccoli. If you ever try to eat an entire crown of raw broccoli, it's really rough. It cleans you out really nice. This is pretty good, but it needs some hot sauce. So if you let it boil and then it snaps up, and you do this like 10 times and just let it sit for 30 seconds in between, they come out almost cooked. Brussels sprouts are basically the most extreme example of like a tough vegetable. Maybe a potato, that would be worse, but most other things would cook actually quite well in there. Let me show you. They're not hard and they're not soft. They're somewhere in the middle, but they're very edible. All right, so our Brussels sprouts are all dumped out. The water's dumped out. So if you look at this, so I can cut through it. That's pretty good. It's not like super soft, but soft enough. Yeah, I can eat that. I've been eating too much junk on the road. Just snack foods. Life on the road isn't always glamorous. It gives you a lot of time to reflect on your life. Those endless hours, you end up having conversations with yourself, which more often than not allows you to resolve problems you may have in your mind, in your life, or you're able to confront your insecurities and fears in life. A road trip is essentially a form of forced therapy where you're left and forced to be with your own thoughts and to deal with them. So I just stopped off at a scenic lookout here. It is quite scenic. I've got an hour and 17 minutes to get to the next place where there's a public library, and then I can get some free Wi-Fi and do some work. So I just pulled over at a rest area. I'm gonna show you the sign. Not the do not enter, it's on the other side. This is a rest area. Now, does that mean putting a tent down, or does that mean like sleeping in your car? It's a rest area. So we've got the answer to the camping thing here. You can only stay here for 12 hours. You can't put up a tent, so you can sleep in your vehicle. So I just went to the bathroom here at the rest stop, and there's some skid marks in there that are so long they went from the toilet, I swear, all the way out to the parking lot. Do want to climb that mountain.
next left onto Main Street.
It's another 2 hours of driving today, and I had 3.5, almost 4 hours yesterday. I'm getting pretty exhausted of driving. I'm in Baker City, and the sun is setting, so I'm just waiting to get some epic drone shots. Actually, I just got one of 2 deer and this sunset, which you can see right now. So I think tonight there's actually a spot I can stay right outside the library, and I've got enough power and I'm fully topped up so I can spend all night there. I can sleep there because it's a street parking, and use the Wi-Fi all night so I can edit some more videos, and I can actually take a little bit of downtime and just like watch some Netflix or something because I'm getting really exhausted. Just go all the time. So I make a lot of weird food, and I've made a lot of weird meals in my life. This is up there. So I mixed 1 can of refried beans, organic refried beans from Costco, and also 1 can of chili from Costco, and then I put these straight pretzels in there. Then I got these flour tortillas from the dollar store. Oh, jeez. It's gonna taste good. I'm excited about this. The refried beans were a little too dry, and the chili was a little too wet, so I was mixing them like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. Here we go. This is good. Oh, it's really good. It's got that nice crunch in there from the pretzel. This is delicious. I'm gonna put this in a wrap now. It's a different kind of adventure when it's dinner time with me. Bit of a slow start to the day today. I got Mount C video edited and uploaded, and it's time to head to Boise. Alright, so it's the next day. I'm at REI. It's my first time to an REI store. I'm assuming it's going to be like Mountain Equipment Co-op in Canada, which I haven't been to one of those in a long time. But I'm here to find a new hat because if you remember my previous couple episodes ago, I lost my hat on top of Saddle Rock Mountain in Wenatchee. And so I definitely need that. I'm heading into Colorado and Utah, and then I'll go all the way to Alabama and back to Colorado and hike a bunch of 14ers, and I need a sun hat. I don't use a lot of sunscreen, so let's hope they have it there. If not, there's Dick's Sporting Goods, and there's also Cabela. So just cross your fingers here I find a sun hat. This store is amazing. I've never seen selection like this. Like, all the pads are all blown up, and just like there you can test them out. Amazing. Huge selection of packs, sleeping bags. Stay tuned as I bag my first grassy bushland summit among the hills of Boise, Idaho, which unknowingly ended up being an active archery range.